Ford Mustang, America's favorite way to say I'm loud, fast, and slightly maybe irresponsible. Born in 1960, it's been flexing ever since. One of the longest running nameplates in Ford's lineup. They call it the pony car because calling it a budget-friendly muscle car for everyone just didn't sound as cool. The recipe was simple: long hood, short rear, big attitude, and it worked. People went crazy for it. Ford sold so many that other car makers panicked and rushed out their own versions: Camaro, Firebird, Challenger, Javelin, all trying to catch the Mustang's tail. From 1964 to today, the Mustang history is packed with everything from cruise night legends to track day monsters. It's basically the car version of an American rock star, sometimes wild, sometimes weird, but always iconic. 1965 to 1973 Ford Mustang, first generation. Before Ford even said 1965, they dropped something even called 1964 and a half. Mustang, yes, half a year. Because apparently Ford couldn't wait for the calendar to flex the new toy. Technically, they were all labeled as 1965 models, but early ones had small differences, like the beta version of a muscle car. And get this, the Mustang's DNA actually came from the humble 1960 Ford Falcon, basically an economy car that went from grocery getter to girl getter. Then in 1964, Ford unveiled it to the world at the New York World's Fair, and boom, installation. Two body styles were available initially, including a two-door hardtop and a convertible. Shortly afterward, a 2+2 fastback joined the lineup. The powertrain for the first generation Mustang consisted of a 2.8-liter straight-six engine and a 4.3-liter V8 engine with 146 horsepower. These engines quickly saw an upgrade before the traditional opening of the new model year. The six-cylinder became a 3.3-liter engine and the V8 became a 4.7-liter engine with 210 horsepower. For the 1967 model year, the fastback body style changed, and the 1968 version of this model appeared in Steve McQueen's famous movie Bullitt. A new 0.9-liter V8 engine designed with federal emissions regulations in mind entered the lineup for 1968. The model years 1969 and 1970 introduced new trim and performance packages, including March 1, Boost 302 and Boost 429. These two model years are some of the most desired models for classic car collectors and are known as the original pony cars. For 1969, Ford discontinued the Ford Mustang GT option, at least until 1982. Second generation Ford Mustang, 1974 to 1978. In 1978 model year welcomed the second generation Mustang and introduced the Pinto Stang. The new offering was designed on the Ford Pinto platform, better known as the Mustang II, and was smaller and more fuel efficient. So the engine variants for the Ford Mustang second generation included the 2.3-liter four-cylinder engine from the Pinto and the 2.8-liter V6 from Mercury Capri. 1975 reintroduced the 4.9-liter V8 engine, which was only available in automatic transmission. The 1978 model year departed from the fuel-efficient Mustang II and introduced the flashy Cobra II and King Cobra Mustang. The hot rod community favored these Mustang models with the addition of tubular A-arm, rack and pinion steering, coil springs, and a compact independent front suspension. Third generation Ford Mustang, 1979 to 1993. The third generation Ford Mustang welcomed the Foxbody Mustang, a redesign from previous generation that incorporated the same Fox platform used in Ford Fairmont. The Foxbody Mustang retained the traditional long hood and short rear deck from previous Mustang models, adding a European-style design, rectangular headlights, and more passenger and cargo space. Body styles for the third generation included a coupe, convertible, and a hatchback. Trim levels included an unnamed base model, Gira, Cobra, LGL, GLX, GT, Turbo GT, LX GT 350 20 Anniversary Special Edition SVO, and finally the Cobra O. The engines which carry over from the Mustang 2 were the 2.3-liter 4-cylinder, 2.8-liter V6, and the 4.9-liter V8. A 2.3-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine was also available during initial production. However, it was troublesome and underwent improvements to reappear as the 1983 Ford Mustang Turbo GT. So, in 1982, welcome to the return of Mustang GT, which replaced the Cobra and used a high-output 4.9-liter engine. For the 1983 model year, the front fascias of all Mustang models saw a complete redesign and featured new grilles and, for the first time, the blue oval front emblem. 1984 introduced the high-performance Mustang SVO to the lineup with its 2.3-liter turbocharged and intercooled 4-cylinder engine. A mid-cycle refresh occurred for the 1987 model year, including changes to the interior. Closing the third-generation Mustang series was the 1993 Ford Mustang SVT Cobra and Cobra O. They were special additions to the lineup of sports cars. Fourth-generation Ford Mustang, 1994 to 2004. 1994 opened the pathway for the first-generation Mustang and marked the 30th anniversary of the original Mustang. Ford commemorated the occasion with a new lineup models resembling the first-generation Mustang. Ford produced the new SN95 Mustang. After 15 years, it was an all-new Mustang with a complete redesign based on the rear-wheel drive Ford platform known as the Ford 4. 1994 also marked the first year that notchback coupe model wasn't part of the lineup. So the base model was features a 3.8-liter V6 engine and a 5-speed manual transmission was standard. But a 4-speed automatic transmission was an available option. After nearly 30 years, Ford retired the small block V8 engine and replaced it with a newer 4.6-liter V8 engine for the 1996 Ford Mustang GT. This engine carried an initial rating of 215 brake horsepower, but in 1998, it increased to 225 brake horsepower. In 1999, welcomed a few upgrades and changes, including the introduction of Ford's new age styling scheme with larger wheel arches, creases in the bodywork, and sharper contours. The powertrains carry over into 1999, but they saw new improvements and took the 4.6-liter V6 engine to 260 brake horsepower. Fifth-generation Ford Mustang, 2005 to 2014. So in 2005 model year, welcome the 5th generation Mustang. It was manufactured on the new DC2 platform that resembled the styling of the first generation Mustang. From 2005 until 2010, the base Mustang featured a cast iron block 4.0-liter V6 engine with 210 horsepower. The Mustang GT used an aluminum block 4.6-liter V8 engine with 300 horsepower. 5-speed manual transmission remains standard for the series, with the 5-speed automatic transmission an option. Designed by Carroll Shelby, the Shelby GT500 with a 5.4-liter supercharged V8 block engine and an output of 500 horsepower entered the lineup for the 2007 model year. The 2010 model year featured a redesigned exterior with sequential LED taillights. The base model engine carried over while the GT's 4.6-liter V8 engine improved to produce 315 horsepower. For 2011, the engines and transmission options were revised with the introduction of a 6-speed manual and automatic transmission and a new 3.72-liter aluminum block V6 engine. 2012 welcomed a new Mustang Boost 300 and 2013 launched an update to the Shelby Mustang GT500, which had a larger 5.8-liter supercharged V8 engine producing 662 horsepower. It became the first Mustang to produce more than 600 horsepower. Sixth generation Ford Mustang 2015 to 2023. The 6th generation Mustang featured an all-new 2.3-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder engine. For the first time, a new independent rear suspension (IOS) system was featured specifically for the new EcoBoost model. So the changes for the 6th generation included the wider body, increase in passenger space, a new grille, a new exterior colors, and a 2.75-inch lower deck lid. 3 engines were available, including a new EcoBoost engine, 3.7-liter V6, and a 5.0-liter Coyote V8. The 2018 model saw a minor redesign to the exterior, and the engine lineup was revised. A 2.3-liter EcoBoost engine replaced the 3.7-liter V6 and served as the base model for the lineup. The 5.0-liter V8 gained some power and now produces 460 horsepower. Finally, the automatic transmission in both engines became 10-speed. For the 2019, Ford revised some key components on the Shelby GT350. However, it was later discontinued by the end of the 2020 model year. In 2019, Ford announced the Ford Mustang Mach-E, an entirely new Mustang to join the lineup. It is an electric crossover with rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. In 2020 model year, we introduced the Mustang GT500 with an impressive output of 760 horsepower. For the 2021, the automaker reintroduced the Ford Mustang Mach-1, utilizing the existing Coyote 5.0-liter engine. For the 2022 model year, the Mustang remained largely a carryover model with 2 new appearance packages, the new Steel's Edition package and a new California Special package. The Steel Edition package added clear taillights, a 19-inch wheels, black interior trim, and a rear spoiler. A California Special Edition added hoops on the rear fenders, strips, and grille. On the inside, the Mustang had a few retro design elements incorporated into the modern cabin. 2023 did not see much in the way of changes to the Ford Mustang, as the automaker gets ready for a completely new generation. The current iteration stays the same from 2022. 7th generation Ford Mustang 2024 till version. So in 2024, Ford is unveiling a brand new redesign of a classic muscle car. The base models come with a 2.3-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder EcoBoost powertrain that makes 315 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. The GT model still packs a 5.0-liter V8 that now makes 480 horsepower, though models with the active exhaust jump up to 486 and 418 pound-feet of torque. It's mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission or a 6-speed manual gearbox. The biggest engine shake-up comes in the form of all-new Dark Horse model, which is a racing-oriented version of the GT with a Coyote 5.0-liter V8 putting out 500 horsepower, running through a 10-speed automatic or trim-make 6-speed manual transmission. This engine features a revised intake system and connecting rods from the Mustang Shelby GT 500. So the Mustang GT and EcoBoost models are available with the performance park upgrade, which includes a front strut press, a limited slip differential by Torsen, high-performance Brembo brakes, and an active dampening suspension. The interior of this new generation Mustang is inspired by the functional Spartan look of fighter jets and features a 12.4-inch digital gauge cluster with customizable colors and sims. The ambient lighting in the cabin adapts to your driving mode, and materials are available in a range of qualities from cloth to leather. Recaro bucket seats are also optional, and a new performance electronic parking brake is available, which is specifically designed for drifting on the track. The touchscreen infotainment system in the 7th generation Mustang is a 13.2-inch screen running Ford Sync 4 software with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. You can also connect Amazon Alexa and Ford streaming for voice commands while behind the wheels. So from the humble pony to global icon, the Ford Mustang never stops galloping. It's loud, proud, and built to make tire smoke look like art. Sure, it's had some weird faces, but legends always find their way back. The Mustang isn't just a car, it's a statement that says, I live in the fast lane. And after 6 decades, it's still screaming, long live the muscle.